Hi, everybody. Josh here to talk about The Fall Guy, the new movie directed by David Leitch, who previously gave us Atomic Blonde and Bullet Train, among others. I wasn't crazy about either of those movies, but I have a strange affection for this one. The Fall Guy stars Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt. It is a very loose, it's not really a movie version adaptation of the old TV show. It's about a stuntman and his rough and tumble adventures. So I guess it is, but it's really a love letter by David Leitch, former stuntman, now maker of very expensive stunty movies. It's a love letter to the stunt profession, to stunts in motion pictures. It's a rom-com. It's a kind of a very, light satire on Hollywood. And it's a big, dumb movie. It's definitely a popcorn movie, a blockbuster. It's trying to be a lot of things at once. I'm not sure it does a fantastic job at any one of them. And yet, cumulatively, I can't deny that I enjoyed watching The Fall Guy. Emily Blunt, at the beginning of the film, is, I believe, a cinematographer, camera operator, something like that. And Ryan Gosling is a stuntman. He is the stuntman for Tom Ryder, who is, in the world of this movie, a giant action star. He's played by Aaron Taylor Johnson in a particularly loathsome turn. And in the early moments of the film, Ryan Gosling's stuntman character, who is in love and having a little fling with Emily Blunt's character, he is injured, and then we flash forward 18 months or something like that, a year. And she is now a director. He has been out of the game with a very bad injury. He's broken his back. But now he is pulled back into a production in Australia where she is directing her first movie. And he is told that she asked for him by name. He's excited to rekindle the romance. He's excited to get back into the action of stunt work. But he finds that nothing is what he thinks it is, as he is swept up into a web of intrigue involving producers and involving the missing Tom Ryder, the star of this movie. He's the star of every movie in this world. This is a really, really, really dumb plot, a really dumb script, I'm sorry to say, but there is a joy to this movie, and that is just giving yourself over to really something that David Leitch is uniquely positioned to do, and that is spend this much money on a giant, cool movie that is just wall-to-wall effects and stunts. And it's just so strange how meta entertainment has gotten to where, if you're into movies and you watch a lot of behind the scenes stuff, if you learn about how movies are made, then you probably know about the safety measures. And if not, you're getting a lesson in it in this movie. You're seeing them do all the safety checks. You're learning the lingo. You're seeing what stuntmen go through. And it's, if you like the art of cinema, it's interesting, it's fun. There's a lot of fun performances in this movie. Winston Duke is in this movie, Stephanie Hsu, a cool dog. There's a lot of people that I'm not even thinking of right now. It's been a minute since I saw the movie. So this is not a emphatic endorsement, but you'll know if this is the kind of thing that looks fun. I'm telling you that it is. If it's going to be a big, dumb movie, at this point, I'd probably prefer that it would wink a little bit and knowingly have fun than be something that is like heavy and, up its own rear end, so to speak. So it's very hard not to like this movie. It's a little too long. It has a little too much plot, like every movie, like every big movie. You'd think that movies that want to please crowds would understand short running time, simple plotting, and just quality. It would be the way to do it, but that's not. Movies these days are just stuffed with plot, stuffed with fan service or whatever you want to call it. Usually way too much of it, and that's also true here. But I can't deny I had fun. There is something interesting about this movie, and that is that it automatically staves off a lot of criticism by being about stunts. So anything that is stupid, anything that doesn't make sense, or somebody would die if they did that. This movie is about stunt work, and it's a celebration of that. There are many appearances by people that I'm sure are well-known stunt performers within the community, and perhaps to a lot of movie fans. So that's cool. So there's no point really in picking apart the action it's all done with a wink. And it is spectacular. It is fun to watch. And if you give yourself over to it, it's cool. I'm glad that it exists, and I'm glad to see that stunt performers are getting more recognition. There is a movement now to have stunt performers recognized with Oscars. Casting directors are now going to be eligible for a new Oscar, and before too long, I would imagine that will be true of stunt performers as well. There's a little bit of post-credits business with the stars of the old 70s Fall Guy TV show, which feels incredibly tacked on and forced and awkward. But if you care about that, it is there, of course. That's it. I begrudgingly acknowledge Ryan Gosling is very funny. He's very good. I don't know why it's begrudgingly. I've liked him for a while. I love La La Land. It's one of my favorite recent movies. He was brilliant in Barbie, and he's a lot of fun here. So I think he may be emerging as my Ryan of choice, but Reynolds has a Deadpool 3 coming up. Emily Blunt, I gotta say, is an interesting choice for this. I love Emily Blunt, but to me she has such a maturity. I'm not talking about age, I'm talking about character, that they might have done better to go with someone a little more dumb, in the sense that this movie is dumb fun. She's so grounded, and she's so, like, you just look up to her. She's just, maybe that's important to the plot. I don't know. I love Emily Blunt. She's great here. But she felt a little out of place. Like, everything around her is so incredibly dumb, and she's just always got this kind of gravity to her. So, I don't know. Those are probably all of my thoughts about The Fall Guy. It now exists. We're in a post-Fall Guy world, everybody. I have a feeling you know whether you will or would enjoy this movie or not. So I will leave you now. I'll be back soon with some more reviews and riffs and other fun stuff. You can support me with a like and a share and a membership on the channel, or you can find me at patreon.com/Joshway. I am so grateful for your time, and I will talk to you again very soon. Josh out.